Now, one of the biggest lies you've heard from the left since Trump took office is that Trump and Elon are going to do away with Social Security and you're not going to get your payments. Well, that couldn't be furthest from the truth. Big shocker. The left's lying again. And we're going to show you everything, break everything down for you right now and expose the Democrats for what they are, like Scott Walker just did on CNN. Let's go. How's it going, everybody? David Medina here. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and follow me at David Medina PDX across all social media. I appreciate you guys. I just saw that the Maze guy followed me. Sorry, that's my ADD, like squirrel. This is like our fourth video of the day, like three. We've done so much content today. It's coming out of our ears. So just bear with me and my ADD, and we're not editing that out. So we're going to be real with you. Producer Vlad's here. How you doing, Producer Vlad? Sorry, I don't have your camera on you, dude. Let me get it. Let's fix it. Why don't you, tell the audience, give a little word of encouragement today on our last video.
Just keep working hard. Don't give up.
You'll
make your breakthrough eventually.
I love it.
Do it if you give up.
I love it. Little words of encouragement there from producer Vlad. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard the lie over and over again that Social Security they're doing away with Social Security. They're doing away. So actually, no, they're actually cutting waste within Social Security. And they have never said, Elon has never said his goal is to get rid of Social Security, to cut all of the payments and everything you paid into over the years of your life. Elon has never said he's going to cut it. He said he's going to cut the waste within Social Security, which we're going to show you here in just a second of what he's found. There's been a lot of talk of that. And of course, the Democrats are lying, but let's hear what Chuck Schumer had to say in 2010 real quick. This clip that has resurfaced. Chuck Schumer just posted that Elon is a liar for claiming Social Security and Medicare have lots of waste, fraud, and abuse. We're going to show you that waste, fraud, and abuse just here in a little bit. But this is also little Chucky saying that any cuts to these programs by Doge will reduce benefits. Listen to him back in 2010.
About a third of all of the spending that's done in Medicare, Medicaid, I would imagine a lot of it's in the private sector as well, doesn't go to really good health care, goes to other things. And the real nub of this is, how do we wring that waste out, that fraud, abuse, duplication, without interfering with the good care that we want every person on Medicare, Medicaid, and private insurance to get? The average citizen knows this happens. How many times when you look at your medical bill, you've undergone a minor procedure, and you see Dr. Smith, $4,000, and you sort of vaguely remember he just waved and poked his head in the door? If we're going to eliminate the waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicare, it does mean we're going to cut some of that out.
This is literally what Elon Musk is doing right now. This is literally what he's doing.
He literally used the same keywords, waste, fraud, and abuse. And that's the exact same keywords they're saying doesn't exist.
So now the Democrats are lying about what Elon is doing, which is exactly what Chuck Schumer called for in 2010. And Elon Musk and you're seeing all these crazies out there protesting, he's going to get rid of healthcare, Medicare, and he's going to get rid of Social Security. He's literally doing exactly what Chuck Schumer called for right here, which is getting rid of the waste, fraud, and abuse within Social Security and Medicare and all that kind of stuff right now. Okay. And this is, and you just hear the Democrats lying over and over and over that there's going to be cuts to Social Security and there's going to be, Elon has literally said, no, he's not going to do that. Listen.
I guess it would be helpful because, so I can just state it as crisply and clearly as possible, that Doge will absolutely ensure that people get their Social Security, make sure they get their Social Security, make sure they get their Medicaid, and will not be cutting any legitimate payments whatsoever. Crystal clear.
Where are Elon Musk's receipts for that? Elon Musk has cut access to Social Security for tens of millions of people who are legally entitled to those benefits. That is a benefit cut.
Have you heard any of these people online come out and say, yeah, he's cut my Social? Because the only benefits I've seen are people that are like 140 and dead and illegals. Like, what is Elizabeth Warren? Like, do the Democrats like intentionally lie and just think, I mean, do they really think that they're, and I guess with our street interviews out here in Portland, people do buy it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because they don't stand for anything. Democrats don't stand anything, so they have to lie. They have to make manufactured crises. Elon Musk literally just said it. So you're probably like what is this, Producer Vlad?
Scroll up.
So you're probably, is this, Caroline Levitt says, Trump's plan for the largest tax cut in history for middle class working Americans, no tax on tips, no seniors, no tax on their Social Security. So he's literally saving seniors even more money, no tax on overtime pay, adjusting the SALT cap, eliminate all special tax breaks for billionaire sports teams owners. Okay, close the carried interest tax deduction loophole. I mean, what is the left talking about, dude? Like, what are these people are like, just, they're so dishonest. And here's Elon Musk again saying he's cutting fraud, not Social Security itself.
They steal people's Social Security is what happens. Is they call in, they say, they claim to be a retiree, then they convince the Social Security person on the phone to change where the money's flowing. It actually goes to some fraudster.
Wow.
This is happening all day, every day.
Wow.
And then somebody doesn't receive their Social Security. It's because of all the fraud loopholes in the Social Security system.
How do you reassure people that what you all are doing is not going to affect their benefits?
No, in fact, what we're doing will help their benefits. Legitimate people, as a result of the work of Doge, will receive more Social Security, not less.
Wow.
I want to emphasize that. As a result of the work of Doge, legitimate recipients of Social Security will receive more money, not less money.
You know, I look at this billionaire right here, Elon Musk, this super genius that God has gifted this country with, who has solved so many problems that even our own NASA team, our own outer space team can't figure out when he rescued those 2 astronauts. I look at this guy and I look at a guy who really wants to help America. He's not getting paid for this. He could have had his cushy life with his Tesla, with his SpaceX, kind of the same story as Donald Trump. And this guy said, enough is enough. I see my country declining. I'm going to do something about it as a guy in power. And can you imagine the hate that he's receiving? So much hate that they're attacking owners of the people that buy his products. They're attacking his facilities. This guy is... I just can't wait till Jesus comes back one day, because all of these people, I know we're all going to be judged, but these people are going to stand before God one day and they're going to realize their stupidity if they don't realize it within this life of the man that they are attacking. This Elon Musk guy is actually helping our country. He's getting rid of the fraud, the waste and abuse. And what do they do what does our country do to thank him like they did Donald Trump? They impeached that guy twice. They shot him, tried to take him out. They freaking smeared his name and indicted him. And look at how they're treating this guy, man. We don't deserve these guys, man. These people don't deserve these people. They don't, man. It's just so sad. It's really tragic. It's a tragic thing that we have people in our country that are so clueless that they just listen to what their mouthpiece communist media and Democrat politician puppets say to them. They're like little parrots, like that Jim Brewer skit where there's like little what's the talking point today? Oh, let's look at Chuck Schumer saying in CNN and MSNBC. Let's just parrot it. We're not going to do our own. We're not going to do our own. I just had a brain freeze. No, your screen didn't freeze. It's late in the day. They can't find their own reason.
You know what's funny? I think I found what Elizabeth Warren was talking about, the 10 million people that stopped receiving benefits. It's the people in between 120 and 159 years old. That's what she was talking about. And the one 360-year-old. The one that was born before America was even a country, you know? That's who she was talking about. She's standing up for the people.
Look at this. Doge cleaned out Social Security database and marked nearly 10 million people over the age of 120 as deceased. Why would anybody be mad about eliminating this waste and fraud? Because, like I just said, they're all parrots. They're just getting their talking points and their information from CNN and everything. And we're going to give you the example. That's what this video is about. It's about Scott Walker going on CNN and owning them for their misinformation and their disinformation that they're and look at this, that they're spewing. And this is if I want, Elon Musk says, if I wanted to rummage through random personal shite, I could have done that at PayPal. Hello. Having tens of millions of people marked in Social Security as alive when they are definitely dead is a huge problem. Obviously, some of these people would have been alive before America existed as a country. Think about that for a second. Look at this.
Yeah, that was in response to John Fetterman's tweet. Yeah, look at that.
All of the people that were receiving Social Security before Doge. We might have to go to Sisters, Oregon this weekend, man, to go talk to these people at this town hall. So here was the video today, man, that we're all salivating over because it was just so great to see the CNN race baiting host here, Abby Phillip, get just obliterated by Scott Walker, former governor of Wisconsin. obliterated her over her repeated lies that Elon is attempting to cut Social Security. Doge is not cutting Social Security. All the fake news media does is lie.
I'm going to go back to Elon Musk for a second, because, I mean, it is true that he spent $20 million on affiliated groups that were involved in this race. Is it a risk for Republicans to put all their eggs in that basket? Not only did he spend the money, he came to the state.
Right.
He came to the state. He talked about cutting Medicaid, Social Security through Doge, bringing those issues up.
Actually, he never talked. He explicitly said in Green Bay that he would not cut Social Security.
Well,
that's exactly what he said.
Talked at his rallies.
No, other people said about that, but I was there. I watched him.
Okay.
He did not say he was going to cut Medicaid.
Other people at his
Fact
rallies
checker, bro.
who work for Doge, who work for Elon Musk's organization, talked about those issues.
No, I was at the rally. Not one of them said that. That's what
there are
protesters
risks?
said, but nobody there actually said that.
Do you think that there are risks here?
There are.
for
People believe
Republicans
the lies that
in
people are
those
saying
issues
about
being
that. But
associated
that's not at all what
with
they
Musk.
said. If people believe that Medicaid and Medicare is going to be touched, that's just a flat, outright lie. What he talked about are people who are over 120 years old, who clearly are not alive.
Well, the reason I brought it
getting
up is
Social Security or Medicaid.
Okay, well,
that's totally wrong. I think
just to sort
even
this
Scott
out,
Walker.
the reason I brought this up is because the claim here is that there's massive, widespread fraud, and that's all they're addressing. That's obviously a disputed claim, because it's not true that 120-year-old people are getting Social Security checks. The checks stop at a certain point automatically, because those checks and balances
But those Social Security numbers get counted for various parts of the federal government. So they don't get a benefit directly to those people, but they count for money that gets allocated to different departments in their budget. And they shouldn't be. If somebody's no longer alive, they shouldn't be able to count that.
I guess my fundamental question was...
She's just not listening because she doesn't care, because all she does is spew misinformation because she's just a clown. I'm sorry. This is why CNN, nobody watches cable news anymore. Nobody watches CNN. This is why nobody watches these clowns, because they are so freaking insufferable with all of the misinformation and disinformation that they spew out of their stupid little mouths. I'm sorry, man. This is just, it's so frustrating because it's so damaging to our country. Listen, I always say, don't get emotionally, don't let politics get you emotional. This is beyond this. This is damaging our country. You have people firebombing Teslas. You have people out there scratching cars and pooping on cars and rubbing their bum on cars and bum bang dong dong on cars. And you have people threatening pulling over Teslas. And these guys, because of this right here, because of what you're seeing right here, this is why. These people are the enemy of our country. And if you think that's harsh, look at what's going on out there, because these guys continue to spew lies and encourage their following in these people who are already communists who hate our country. It gives them a reason to go firebomb Tesla stores and shoot at Tesla stores. These people are disgusting, man. It's no wonder their network sucks and nobody watches them anymore.
What are the risks here of Elon dabbling in elections for Republicans going forward?
Well, again, I think in the end, he's going to have to continue to make the case. Part of the reason why, when we talked about our recall, what flipped things for us early on in that recall process, Time Magazine called me Dead Man Walker. And the reason was because all the narratives coming out from the press, coming out from the left, were about all these horrible, egregious things. Once we started to give examples of things we were actually doing, not the things the press said, not the things that our opponents said, but the things that we were actually doing, when we ended up going before the voters in the final election in the recall, we actually won by more votes than we did. So I think that what's paramount for him or anyone else aligned with him is keep giving actual examples of what they're doing. Set aside things like Social Security and make it abundantly clear that that's not being touched.
Bunch of poppycock, man. Do you see any of these people that are supposedly getting their Social Security taken away? They would be on the front page news. They'd be interviewing these people. My benefits just got cut. I live off of Social Security. This is how these seniors. You would see them on the news. I haven't seen them. Are they out there? Are these people that are supposedly getting their benefits taken? Where are they at? Because it's not happening. He's getting rid of the fraud, waste, and abuse that is happening within our federal government, that's been happening for too long, that the Democrats were calling, just like the Democrats back in the 90s. And Jerry Nadler were talking about how vote by mail was susceptible to fraud. Now they love it. It's their favorite thing ever. Back in 2010, Chuck Schumer was talking about this whole thing about how we need to get rid of the fraud, waste, and abuse within Medicare and Social Security. Now they're totally against it because you know why? Elon, you know what this is about? It's about Elon Musk helping Trump win. This is what this is about. They're pissed that Elon, just like they took it out on Putin, that Trump won because it's Putin's fault because he interfered in the 2016 election. He interfered. It's just the same playbook from these people. Elon Musk is not even a conservative. He's more liberal. But the Democrat Party has gotten so out of control today that Elon Musk is like, dude, I can't be with you guys on this anymore. And we need to get back to our principles in this country. Limited government, transparency. I mean, those used to be liberal values, and now he's being attacked for it. It's just a shame, man. We don't deserve Elon Musk. Hey, like and subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you follow me at Dave Medina PDX across all social media. It was a good day, Producer Vlad, man. We were very productive today. I wish we could. I mean, what do I need to do? Give me more soda cans so we can be more productive? What do we got to do, dude? What do we got to do? Huh? Tell me.
I don't know.
Tell me, man. Aren't you Jewish?
Yeah, a little bit.
See, first of all, I'm always a big defender of Israel and the Jews, and you can hate me for that. Whatever, that's fine. We can have that discussion. I love that debate. I love having that discussion. But I employ a Jew, a Romanian Jew at that. We got
You got yourself an Eastern European, or
we got an Eastern European Jew right there. It doesn't get. We should have called you Producer Jew or like Jew Vlad the Jew.
A lot of my friends call me Jew bag. You call me Producer Jew
No,
bag.
I don't want to call that. No, that's too mean. Anyways, all right, guys, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and share this video. Appreciate you. Stay beautiful.